My name is Ellen Michelson, and my mechanical presentation is on the sphygmomanometer. A sphygmomanometer is a medical instrument used to measure blood pressure readings. It's commonly referred to as a blood pressure cuff. The cuff needs to be operated along with a stethoscope in order to be an effective apparatus. In 1855, a physician named Karl Wittendorf came up with an idea of using pressure on the brachial artery by means of placing a cup on the upper part of the arm. His idea still is a reliable and safe way of taking blood pressure readings, according to PASIC 2008. And even though there are other forms of blood pressure cuffs available, the focus of this paper is on the manual blood pressure cuff. The function of a blood pressure cuff measures blood pressure to determine the vital health of the heart. It temporarily places constriction on the brachial artery in order to hear heartbeats or sounds in the artery. The location of use is in medical industry and in personal use. We use medical blood pressure cuffs in clinics where staffs take routine blood pressure readings on patients. Hospitals, they take blood pressure readings to help diagnose the health of the patients. Nursing homes also use blood pressure cuffs, and emergency medical technicians utilize these in emergency situations to take vital signs, which blood pressure is a part of. Individuals use blood pressure cuffs in their homes, and they probably have purchased this equipment so that they can monitor their own blood pressure readings. Blood pressure cuffs come in many sizes. They are measured in centimeters, and they're specific to the arm size of the person using them. The inner bag of the cuff should be at least 80% around the arm's girth or the arm circumference, but not more than 100%, according to Bennett, West, Hunt, and Applegate, 2013. The blood pressure cuff is a rectangular shaped item that is longer in length than it is wide. It has an egg-shaped bulb, a round gauge, a round turnable valve, and tube-shaped, hollow-centered connecting cords. The weight of a blood pressure cuff is usually 1 to 2 pounds, and it varies with the cuff size. The material used is smooth nylon outer shell, vulcanized rubber bladder, bulb, and hoses, and a metal gauge and valve. Blood pressure cuffs are usually available in blue and black for colors. Let me refer you to my illustration. On here we have the arm cuff, which is located right here. The arm cuff outer layer protects the inner bladder bag. It secures around the arm with Velcro as the closure. The arm cuff inner layer contains the inner layer bag, and it inflates by pump or pressure bulb. You apply pressure to the brachial artery to constrict the blood flow temporarily by the bladder bag. The pump, which is located there, is also referred to as a pressure bulb. It forces air into the inner bladder bag. You squeeze it together in the palm of your hand. The valve, which is located at the upper end of the pump, controls the airflow in and out of the inner bladder bag. The conductor hoses and tubes are attached to the inner layer bag. From there, they attach to the valve and to the manometer gauge. It serves as a passageway for air. The manometer gauge, located here, is the viewing place for the numbers that make up the blood pressure readings. Again, the blood pressure gauge goes up as the bag inflates, the inner bladder bag inflates on the brachial artery. Blood pressure cuffs come in many shapes and sizes, and there's a proper cuff available for almost everyone. When fitted and used properly, the blood pressure cuff is a reliable means of taking blood pressure readings. Even though the manual blood pressure cuff has a high degree of accuracy in determining blood pressure fluctuations, gradually the manual cuff will be replaced by the digital form or perhaps the electronic form and become the standard for both medical and personal use.